And good afternoon and welcome to Brighton Stadium for this grand final of the Shelley Gorman Invitational. Rachel Herrick with you alongside my co-pilot for today, Christy Sutcliffe. Christy, welcome.
Thanks, Rach. Stoked to be here.
And of course, this is the last day of this inaugural Shelley Gorman Invitational tournament, which will see the Storm come up against the Aces in today's game. So in just a moment, we'll take a quick look and take you through the team list. So for the Aces, we've got Cassidy McLean, Michaela Domkins, Matilda Jane McDonald, Jasmine Forcadilla, Lauren Nicholson, Courtney West, Rachel Mayenpar, Kira Makata, Gina Valos and Lauren Calver, coached by Shelley Bates, and assistant coach is Joanne Nicholson. For the Storm, we've got Annabelle Starr, Tasman Haynes, Alex Delaney, Emily Simons, Sarah Schicker, Leilani Mitchell, Jonalyn Whitwer, Maya Jelena, Maddie Norris, Elisa John, and they're coached by Gail Henderson and assisted by Michelle Austin. So we'll just take a bit of a break at the second while the formalities and the players get introduced on the court here, and we'll be right back with you to bring you the start of the game.
Basketball's everything to me, and I didn't know anything else. So I made my first junior Australian team when I was 15, so I was already entrenched in basketball, and I just wanted to be the best player that I could. And I was lucky enough to play overseas, so there was always something exciting to look forward to, and I just had that passion in me. The 96 Olympics, where we won the bronze medal, so the first medal basketball had ever won at an Olympics, was incredible. Everything, it's the lead up to getting there, and then actually standing on the dais was amazing. And then in 2000, because I'd been dropped from the team 2 years previously, I had to fight so hard to get back on the team. So just to make that was an absolute highlight. The competition, so looking forward to it, to seeing players just being able to play and enjoy the game and just bring their best. I think it's going to be really exciting because even though the players know each other, a lot of them, they haven't played together. So it's going to be great to see how they play individually, but also play together as a team and how they put it all together. Yeah, it's an absolute honour to have the tournament named after me. I think the tournament is about the players, it's about the athletes and them just being able to do what they do best and enjoy the competition. And for me to play a small part in that, and if I can help them in any way be better, then that's just super exciting for me.
These new hoist recliners are pretty comfy, hey.
Yeah, I feel like I'm floating on a cloud.
I feel like I'm resting my feet on a panda's belly.
I feel like I am a panda's belly.
I feel like an alien swaddled in a blanket.
I feel like I'm being held by King Kong's leathery hand.
Well, I feel like the song More Than a Feeling was written about this feeling that I'm feeling right now.
Same.
Extra comfy recliners are the new normal at Hoyts. Book now.
Alrighty. Welcome back to everyone tuning in, wherever you might be tuning in from, for this excellent grand final that we've got on for you this afternoon. Now, for those that haven't tuned in yet, we will just explain that there is a bit of a different ending to today's game. It's known as the ELAM ending. So today's game, there is 4 8-minute quarters. So how this works is that the game clock will be shut off at the first dead ball under 3 minutes in the fourth quarter. So 7 points are then added to the leading team's score to give us the final score or the target. So if the game is 52-50, then 7 points are added. So then the game target is the first to get to 59 points. The first team to reach that final score will win the game. So the clock is no longer coming into play. It's a more authentic way to finish a game, and may the best team win. So it's very exciting. Christy, have you seen a game end in the ELAM ending?
No, I actually haven't, but I am looking forward to it. It obviously takes out any sort of game delaying tactics and fouls, etc., that may slow the game down.
For sure.
And as you said, anyone's in it for the last few minutes. So I think that's a great little initiative that's been added in.
Yeah, it is. So we have been kind of hoping for a closer game. Yesterday we thought we were going to get one in the semi-final. Of course, the team that's down doesn't want to be too far down because they've got to chase up whatever their deficit is plus the first to 7 points. So hopefully we see it come into its true effect today. And of course, those basketball fans out there, it was used for the NBA All-Star weekend. So game time here, and as the teams are taken to the court to start off the game. Do you have Christy, do you have a tip for today?
Look, Rach, on paper, they're very even. Both teams very even. Obviously, a lot of talent on both sides. WNBA, WNBL players, and obviously some top state players as well. So,
for sure,
I think I'm going to have to go with. I might go with the Storm, I think.
Righto. And we'll give a quick shout out to the officials that are getting the game underway this afternoon. And I can see Hayley Cole down there, Byron Geddes. And the Aces win the tip-off today. So we've spoken a few times over the course of the tournament that, you know, it's been an exciting initiative for the players to come together and just,
yeah, you
know, some teams have gelled a little bit quicker than the others, but at the end of the day, everyone knows how to play basketball and get the ball in the hole.
As we see Leilani just take it in, dish it out. Oh, we'll get a travel call there. But yeah, just to touch on that quickly, great initiative by Tom Garlip, and I was just chatting to Renee, who no doubt assist him in getting this all up and running. But yeah, such a great initiative, and fantastic to see people getting behind women's sport.
For sure, and also for those that may not know, they are not only just playing for bragging rights today, they're also the winning team will take home their cash prize of $10,000, and the runners-up will take home the cash prize of $5 grand. So still a lot to play for today, as Nicholson takes it hard to the rack, and no foul called there, and it'll just be an out-of-bounds play for the Aces.
We've really seen the Aces trying to take it to the rim each time. That's obviously part of the game plan there under Shelley Bates, trying to get it to the basket.
Yeah, you're not wrong. A long
Lauren for two.
They're a bit of a killer, aren't they? That you're not quite checked where your feet are, but opens her account for today. And as Alex Delaney takes it hard to the rack, and foul call there on Michaela Domkins, and Delaney will head to the line for 2 points.
As you can see at the bottom of the screen, Shelley Bates is just wondering if that was perhaps could be called down the other end there. Love that.
Aces had a bit of a tough game last night against the Mystics. They were down most of the game, and certainly there was no love lost, but it was a very physical encounter. So, you know, hopefully, however they start calling the game, you hope that it's maintained throughout the duration of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Delaney puts the first two on the board for the Storm. Bit of full court pressure here. Yeah. Oh, there we go, and there's the turnover. And one.
Look, and that's the Storm got their desired result there. As you said, they were up the floor in some pressure, and Simons was just a bit proactive there, got the steal and got the 2 points, and foul on Courtney West, and she'll play for the 3-point play here.
And successful. There we go, straight back to it.
The Aces have no trouble this time in...
A bit more switched onto it this time.
Yeah, they're ready for it. Pressers sometimes can catch you behind a weapon.
Catch you off guard.
Nice move
Another
there.
strong take there by Rachel Mapaya. So, Mapaya. Sorry. Sorry, Rach, for the pronunciation there. She's been busy inside in the first few minutes.
Yeah, it's a nice strong move and good match up down low for the bigs in the game with Mampar and Courtney West and Shiko and Maddie Norris.
Yeah, successful with both of those.
5-4 early lead after just a minute and a half, and the Aces look like they've got returning the favour and some full court pressure.
I was just about to say that. Aces have come out and returned the favour. Quite the intense start to the start of this game as Leilani just sinks it easy too.
Yeah,
we saw her do all throughout the WNBL season.
Yeah, the WNBL Grand Final MVP, and she's certainly been in some great form this weekend. I mean, as have most players really. Everyone's just come out to play, and Nampar with the 3.
Strong on the boards there.
Nicholson will just get the foul. She just came in there to try and win the ball back. But look, it's certainly been great to see over the course of the last couple of days that the players just come together, and some may have played with each other, some haven't, some are introducing themselves for the first time, and coaches included. But players are just playing their genuine game and just being able to just get out there and ball, and there's no pressure. I mean,
Yeah.
there's the pressure of winning, but they're just playing however they want to play, which is awesome to see.
Yeah, it's great they can have a run around, especially with the COVID environment we're in at the moment. As Loz Nicholson pulls up for another 2. Obviously, we know sport's been affected greatly with COVID, so it's great these girls can get a weekend under their belt.
Oh, wow.
Strong take by Leilani.
No call, and she went into the forest there and didn't get...
Big 3 by Maddie Norris.
I tell you what, they played a game against the under-20s team yesterday, and there's no stats here this weekend, so it's hard to know what their point count is, but I reckon she had at least 30, so she'll be one that the Aces will need to make sure they know where she is, as she's certainly got the ability to get hot.
Loz Nicholson unsuccessful there. No stats. So that's some people's dream, isn't it? To be kept. Oh, Norris again. Stop it.
Back-to-back 3s there from Maddie Norris. We might get a point check through it halfway through the game with Eric, who's the court announcer here.
Yes.
So no stats, no turnovers, and what a dream, hey.
Oh. I'll tell you what, I wish there was no stat sheet when I was back playing Rach, I know that for sure. But
Shika goes hard to the ruck and no call. It's definitely
Hard
got
take
a very
again.
all-star vibe this tournament, that's for sure. And it's been good. There's good music now, court announcing, and just
Maddie Norris again.
Looks good. Look good from where we are.
Yeah.
In our bird's eye view.
Yeah, up in the rafters here. Great. Loz Nicholson there and pull up. Oh dear.
Oh, there she goes.
I think Storm are probably going to have to try and pick up Loz Nicholson a bit earlier. It's probably, I think, maybe the 3rd or 4th. She's just come down the court and popped now.
Look, she's scoring a little freer today than the Mystics certainly made her life really hard yesterday. As Norris again looks good, straight, just a bit short off the iron there. You don't blame her for maybe being a bit fatigued.
Yeah, yep.
Of course, the teams played two round games, a semi-final yesterday, and then progressed to the grand final today. So at least they've bit well rested. They've had overnight to rest.
Yeah.
Whereas the Aces played their first 2 games on Friday night and just had the semi-final yesterday. So both have had a different path to the grand final. But 3 games in 48 hours is back to the juniors days.
It gets harder as you get older, doesn't it? But speaking of, we just saw the first substitute of the game too, with Cassidy McLean taking the seat and Jasmine Foradilla coming in. I was actually just going to say I was impressed with Cassidy McLean and the way she took it to Leilani. It's probably easier to get intimidated and by who you're up against, but she was very confident in everything she did out there.
Absolutely. And it's a great opportunity for players. I mean, Cassidy certainly would have played against Mitchell in the WNBL season, but there's a great range of players here. So some of the rosters might be some youth league players from the New South Wales Waratah competition. Some Waratah 1 women players right through the WNBA. She said some have some WNBA experience. So it's certainly great to match up against some quality opponents and test yourself out as Storm get blocked and out of bounds.
Yeah, as you said, fantastic experience for these younger girls who probably never have really played with or against the likes of Leilani and Loz Nicholson and even Michaela Domkins, obviously. She's played in the WNBL previously as well. So it's a great chance for them to play against and with those players.
Most definitely. It's got lots of loose balls here. They're just deflecting out of bounds as the Aces will set up from out of bounds, and quick cheeky little pass inside to Nicholson and no call. We were saying last night that, the calibre of players that here, such as Nicholson as well, she had such a great WNBL season that she draws a lot of defensive attention and
as she goes straight to the rack again.
That little bit hard.
Another 2 to Loz Nicholson.
Makes it look so easy.
Yeah, she does.
Effortless, you might say.
She does. She's coming down and she's having the pull-up jumper, or she's just taking it straight to the rack. So she's a great player, had a fantastic WNBL season. A lovely person too, Loz Nicholson. So it's great to see her doing well.
Some more subs here as Rach Manhar takes a seat and Calver checks on in. But 2 minutes to play. We've got a timeout here, but we'll certainly, we've got a few messages from our sponsors and we'll be joining you back in just a moment.
Oh, these new hoist recliners are pretty comfy, hey.
Yeah, I feel like I'm floating on a cloud.
I feel like I'm resting my feet on a panda's belly.
I feel like I am a panda's belly.
I feel like an alien swaddled in a blanket.
I feel like I'm being held by King Kong's leathery hand.
Well, I feel like the song More Than a Feeling was written about this feeling that I'm feeling right now.
Same.
Extra comfy recliners are the new normal at Hoyts. Book now.
So, quick timeout here with just 2 minutes to play. These quarters go by so quickly, just 8 minutes, and fairly even stretch so far. And what do you think the messages might be in the timeouts here?
Yeah, I was just having a look at the Storm huddle there, and I definitely think the message would have been, as we discussed before, someone needs to pick Loz Nicholson up earlier on. I think she's been their main scorer throughout this quarter. As I said, not taking stats, but just from what we've seen, she's
a good guesstimate, hey?
Yeah, I think it's fair to say. She's been their main contributor, so if they can pull her up, then they might be able to get a bit of a lead here.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, a nice close game is what we're looking for at the end of the game, so we'll certainly be keeping an eye on that.
Yes, yes.
Annabelle Stars checked in as well for the Storm. A foul there on Jazz Forcadilla. And they're in the bonus. We'll have a quick check. They are in the bonus, so that we'll see that foul will send Annabelle Star to the free throw line. It's a nice little cameo sub in and
straight to it.
Straight to the free throw line. And of course the commentators first.
Apologies,
right,
Star.
my apologies.
Successful with the second.
And ties the game up with 2.5 to play here in the first quarter. Do love a close game.
Yeah, just quick sub there. Kira Makita in for Courtney West
Have a quick
for her
spell.
first few minutes of the game.
Try and keep your legs fresh, I think, is the aim of the game. As you said, some tired bodies.
Ooh, a little trouble there.
Jab stepped in, faked one way, but I think she faked herself.
Feet too quick, perhaps, Rach.
Dancing feet.
Quick feet. I'm just quickly touching on it, Rach. I think you may have got a call up here. Shame I could see you running around in this sort of company.
Yeah, absolutely.
Having the time of your life.
put my name forward next year, maybe.
Yeah, might have to give Renee a little call and Tom a little call next year. But
See what happens.
I know you'd have plenty of fun out here with these girls, that's for
No,
sure.
It does look like, and it is lots of fun because you know there's no pressure. So you come together and meet some teammates. You might be playing with someone, your juniors, of course. The majority of these players currently residing in New South Wales with all the restrictions that there is currently in place. So
Yes.
of course, the first day or 2 days of the tournament, we did see the under-20s teams feature. So those girls, Nationals being postponed for now, so they also got some games in, which is really important because, you know, who knows what tournaments will and won't go ahead and in this ever-changing pandemic.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. So it is great that there's been some quality games as the Aces are just trying to work the ball around and find an opening.
Lauren Carver takes it to the ring there. Loves with the rebound. She's just everywhere, isn't she?
She really is. She's a bit of an all-rounder.
An all-rounder.
Brings it on the offensive end, defensive end, and you've just got to have eyes on her and know where she is.
Minute and a half. It's all tied up here. It's a nice type start to this game. So Ilani takes it to the ring.
Jelena from deep.
Oh,
wow.
Great hit.
That's a nice start as well from Maya Jelena, and helps herself to achieve a three-pointer and puts the team in the lead 17-14 with just a minute to play in the first quarter.
Michaela Donkins with a reply.
Just misses the rebound there, and Storm are off to the races, and good D-trans there from the Aces just to make it back and find someone.
You've got to pull up from there.
Missed three there by Mitchell. Who else but Nicholson to lead the charge back up the floor, and there'll be another foul assessed on the floor here to... So that's two that was on.
Number 8. I think it was number 8 from the Storm. Maya Jelena.
There we go. A few fouls called here in the first 8 minutes of 3-5 is the foul count.
Laura Nicholson for another 2. You can see Gail Henderson down there having a chat to her bench about defending Laura Nicholson.
Yeah.
I personally don't know how you do it, but...
It's a tough matchup. And,
yeah.
Delaney failed there. That's a 3-point foul, fouling a 3-point shooter with just 18 seconds left in the quarter is a bit of a coach killer there. But sending Delaney to the line for three free throws is almost automatic.
Yeah, that's not ideal at the end of the first quarter, it's for sure. She's, I suppose, fortunately for the Aces, missed the first.
There you go. It's the curse.
Successful with a second, and everyone's forgot it was a 3-pointer.
It happens once
come
right?
back.
Just forget. It's just automatic. It's just habit, isn't it?
It's been an intense first quarter. You can't blame them. It's successful with the
so
third.
Much on the line today.
Yes.
The Storm take the lead 19-16 as the Aces will just slowly bring the ball up for the last shot of the quarter.
What do you reckon we're going to see here, Rach? Oh. A Leilani steal is probably what we're going to see here.
Yeah, as Mitchell picks Nicholson's pocket, and Coach Shelley Bates will take a timeout.
Oh.
No, she won't, because it's...
We've got a bit of a... Shelley Bates tried to wave it away, but unfortunately it's been called. I'm going to come up with
official, Byron Geddes has said, no, too late, mate, you already called it. So we are going to a timeout here with just 4 seconds left. So I believe it is the Aces ball here. So this will be she'll draw up a play, a bit far away to see what it is. But who do you reckon she's going to in that Aces lineup?
Oh, I think it's hard. If you're a betting person, you'd have to say Nicholson. But I mean, obviously you've got Michaela out there as well, and plenty of other players who may be able to put a shot up here. But I'm interested to see what this coach special is for these last 4 seconds.
It's awesome though as well, because you forget that the coaches are just coming in fresh for this tournament as well. So as I said, some know these players, some don't, and it's just learning on the fly and teams gelling together. And both teams, they've certainly gelled quite well. Of course, you have your phases throughout the game where you might get a bit disjointed and lose your way a little bit, but I mean, that can be forgiven. But it's actually not the Aces ball anymore. So
well, that's okay. So who's the go-to here then, Rach?
Sorry about that at home.
We've got that the wrong way.
Hold those thoughts for the next Aces possession, but that's obviously why Shelley Bates is wanting to cancel the possession. But
last play. And she gets it.
Wow. Delaney ends the game. That's a nice drive there and a nice sort of running floater to finish the quarter, and it's a 5-point lead there for the Storm heading into quarter time, and we're going to take a really brief break here, and we'll be back in just a moment.
We're on.
All right, so back to the second quarter here with the Storm in the lead. It's currently 21 points to 15.
Just having a few technical issues here at the moment we're trying to fix. So apologies if there's no delay or anything or noise coming through.
We've now got the Storm with the ball, and Mitchell, the pass over the top to Delaney. So apologise there just for the few slight technical difficulties here, as bringing you the stream is always no easy feat, but we're back and our dulcet tones are back with you for the second quarter. You may be enjoying the silence, but we're back.
Unfortunately, we're back.
Oh, nice
That's just a great pass.
And that's
great backdoor cut there.
That's an absolute bullet pass from Mitchell down low to Delaney, and two quality players just connecting there. The three got a bit wayward there from Rach Manpar. The Storm,
yes.
The Storm have jumped out to a 23-16 lead here as Maddie Norris is fouled from behind. But look, the Aces will want to make sure that they stay in touch here, as they won't want the lead to skip out any further than it currently is.
Yeah, the Storm have come out. The Storm have come out very strong at the start of this quarter, and are really looking to push the ball up the court. So Murray just got the first quarter out of the way.
For sure.
Turn the legs over, and now they've switched on for this start of this second quarter. It's Maddie Norris. That's another one.
first quarter jitters and grand final jitters, right? There's always a bit of nerves.
There's plenty to play for.
Plenty to play for.
Plenty to play for.
As the Storm are now out to a 9-point lead. As just under 7 minutes to play in the second quarter here. They're currently leading 25-16. As Nicholson drives base and pass goes a bit wayward, and as does that three from Jazz Forcadilla.
Norris with the board there, and here we go, Leilani pushing it down the floor again.
Scoring's definitely dried up a little bit for the Aces.
Oh, Norris for another three.
Loz Nicholson was quite a contributor in the first quarter, but if the Aces are going to get over the line here today, they'll need to have some more players step up and hit the scoreboard.
Yeah, nice little move there by Forcadilla. Unfortunately didn't drop for her, but good to see her taking it to the ring as well and not just relying on Lauren Nicholson and a few others as being their main scorers.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice attacking play, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Little horn set here for the Storm.
Yeah, they ended up with a double team there on Leilani at the top. I think they've got to be careful there because she's been the quality of player that she'll find that open player quite easily. So may need to make that defensive switch a bit quicker.
Yeah, McLean taking
a great pass.
And Emily Simons is carrying on from her semi-final form, but look, the Aces at the moment are taking it hard to the rack, just not getting the outcome they want. But that nice long two there from Cassidy McLean is exactly what they need. And look, even if they've got to grind it out, however they can get a bit closer, well, some games aren't won pretty, that's for sure.
No, as Leilani takes it to the ring again, adds another two. Yeah, they need to get a stop next time down the floor, you think, the Aces, or this lead's going to start to increase.
Speaking of stops, that's a great block there from Sarah Schicker. It's a great matchup between Weston and Schicker there. A high on ball here for
Norris. She'll have this.
Wow.
And there she goes. She's not afraid, as we've seen, to shoot the three, Maddie Norris. I think that's her third. As you said, we're not keeping stats now, but that's her third three for the day.
They're quite dangerous, the Storm. I mean, it looks like that most possessions down the floor, it's a high screen between Leilani Mitchell and Alex Delaney. And so the Aces are defending that so heavily that Maddie Norris is getting left wide open on a three-point line, which the Aces just can't afford to do. And they've skipped out to a 14-point lead here, and Coach Shelley Bates had to call another timeout here with 4.5 minutes to play. And we'll be back in. Goodness me, and we're just tuning in, watching both timeouts here, and a lot of passion there from Coach Shelley Bates, and conveying a message to her players of just, I'm sure, would be let's find the shooters and stop this run that the Storm are on, as they currently lead by 14 points. 32-18 with 4 minutes 44 to play.
Yeah, and it's interesting from what I saw in that start of that second quarter, it appeared Leilani was actually picking up Laura Nicholson, trying obviously shut down some of her involvement in the game, which has worked to this stage, so it'd be interesting to see if that matchup continues. Yeah, absolutely, and the Aces just not able to find the bottom of the net at the moment. But they're getting some good looks, so they've just got to hang in there, and eventually those shots will drop. That's and Maddie Norris. Goodness me, and that's another decent look there from Maddie Norris. So the Aces need to make her do something different. That is not shooting a wide open three. She's not afraid to put them up, Maddie, and can't blame her when she's... she shot the ball that well. Her percentage at the moment would be fairly good from the three-point line. Very nice. Double screen there for Leilani. Big three here from Simmons.
Oh,
Good
nice.
board.
Great rebound here as the Aces are off to the Aces are off to the races.
Forward deliver for the two.
I'm a poet. I didn't even know
Unlucky.
it. That shot goes a little wayward there, and it'll be the Storm ball. 3 minutes 48 to play, no score change, and I think if the Aces can lock down here and get a couple of stops and a couple of scores, then I mean, it's not rocket science, just basketball 101, but if they can find a way back in.
Great move there. Great play.
The Storm are playing like a team that have played together for
I was just going to say.
time.
I was just going to say that. You wouldn't know that they've just met up on Friday. That play we just saw down the other end was something that teams had trained, I don't know, months to try and perfect. So another three here. It's unsuccessful. But waiting, I suppose, Leilani running the show. She's just going to put the ball where it needs to go and make sure it all happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
As she comes up with the steal.
Mitchell's just everywhere and knows the places where to be on the floor, and the Aces again. A few short attempts, a nice pass out to Cassidy McLean, and unsuccessful.
This will be black ball here.
I do like that the rebounding contest, that all players are still trying to keep the ball alive, and in that case, worst case scenario, if you can't grab it with two hands, bat the ball out of bounds and 50-50, but this one will be an Aces ball, and we'll have another timeout here, and we'll rejoin you again in just a moment.
Oh, these new hoist recliners are pretty comfy, hey.
Yeah, I feel like I'm floating on a cloud.
I feel like I'm resting my feet on a panda's belly.
I feel like I am a panda's belly.
I feel like an alien swaddled in a blanket.
I feel like I'm being held by King Kong's leathery hand.
Well, I feel like the song More Than a Feeling was written about this feeling that I'm feeling right now.
Same.
Extra comfy recliners are the new normal at Hoyts. Book now.
Thanks to our lovely friends at Hoyts. How good do those recliner chairs look?
Yeah, it's a bit different to what we're sitting in at the moment. Might have to take that up with Tom for next year's tournament, that we need some reclining
Refit out the stadium. But of course, a huge shout out to our sponsors as well that for making this possible. Of course, we have mentioned that it's not just a shiny trophy that the players or bragging rights are playing for today. So thanks to our friends at Hoyts for making this all possible as we restart play, and the Aces have the ball here.
Yeah, Storm have gone into a 2-3 zone here defensively. So we've got McLean for three in the corner.
Whack from the corner is a much needed three-pointer there for Cassidy McLean, and if they can get a bit of a spread of scorers here for the Aces, that certainly will make life a little bit more difficult for the Storm.
Yeah, it's interesting the Storm have dropped into a zone. I don't know if it was just for that play then, or whether we're going to see that throughout the rest of this quarter, but that might open up a few opportunities around the perimeter for the likes of Charlotte McLean and Lauren Nicholson and Michaela Domkins outside.
For sure. Nice split there of that screen from Mitchell as hooks out for Jonathan Whitwer, and nice Whitwer joining the three-point party that we've got happening here for the Storm, and certainly all players have got the green light just to shoot it, and when you've got the shooting confidence of the Storm at the moment and shooting at the great percentage that they are, whatever that percentage is, it's working for them. So
yeah. Again, without the stats.
A lot of points on the board, so it seems to be going well as nice little two-pointer there from Mickey D, Michaela Domkins. Nice little deflection there, and I really like that matchup between Cassidy McLean and Leilani Mitchell, but just an active hand to disrupt the pass.
Yeah, it's been a good matchup all game, that one. As I said earlier, Cassidy's not afraid to take to her Leilani, and obviously just there as well, putting the defensive pressure on her. So it's a good little matchup, that one.
Yeah. There's, of course, some great matchups all over the floor with the high caliber talent of athletes we've got this weekend, which has been awesome. As I was about to say, Mitchell right on cue, but wasn't too far off, that's for sure.
No, as the Aces push it down the floor, we find Loz. May have been a foul there on Leilani that wasn't called, but yeah, Loz has got a thing or two to say about that, but she got away with that one, I think.
Just a bit frustrating. I think that's a bit more of a frustration foul, that one, that's for sure. That Nixon takes it hard to the rack, doesn't get the first foul. Perhaps was it a foul, was it not? But just on the return there, just a little cheeky hand grab there.
Yeah, as we've got Alex Delaney coming in from Maddie Norris, having a well-deserved break here. She's only got a minute and a half left in the second quarter.
Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it?
It really does.
But certainly, just to keep in touch here, the Aces look like they've dropped back into a bit of a zone here, perhaps.
Hands under there.
D there, and that hurts, right? They've all collapsed down in the low block there, and Sarah Schicker just helps herself to an easy 2 from the elbow.
Yeah, Aces will want to get a score here. Thought that was it. I thought that might have been it. No, unlucky. So at least get a stop here. They don't want to do
They're getting some really good looks. The shots just aren't dropping for them.
Yeah, they want to...
As frequently as they like.
Ooh. It's a good stop there. Good hands there. Hard to the ring. Oh. Hard to the ring. Hard foul. And Cassidy off to the line for 2.
Yeah, it's a really nice transition play, as you said there. Nice little dish off there to McLean and takes it hard to the rack. I like that she kept going and took her hard for a layup rather than the pull-up, Jay.
What do you think the message might be from Shelley Bates going into half-time, Rach?
Yeah. I think it's just simple basketball. They've just got to get some stops and get some scores. They've just got to be patient on offense. They are getting some really good looks, and they're just not happy to be dropping at the moment. But they'll certainly want to have a wider range of scorers to take that pressure off. But I think they really need to look at getting some stops. 39 points in half of basketball is probably a bit too many and puts a lot of pressure on your offense.
Yeah, as we've got 3 attempt there by Alex Delaney, unsuccessful. But yeah, you're right. It's only really blown out this quarter. The first quarter was fairly even, and Storm really came out at the start of this second quarter and upped the tempo, and they've just managed to bridge this gap.
And it certainly helped. They are shooting the ball really well. There's a really nice find over the top there from Nicholson as Dompkins unlucky, but Courtney West looked really good.
A buzzer beater there from nearly halfway. May as well have a go.
Yeah, but no, I think the halftime's come at a good time that the Aces can just catch their breath and then find their legs again and just reset. But we'll take our halftime break here too, and we'll be back and join you again shortly. welcome back here to Brighton Stadium for this grand final of the Shelley Gorman Invitational. We've got a ball game on our hands here. The Storm in the teal coloured uniforms leading 39 points to the Aces in the black and gold. So the Storm certainly in the driver's seat at the moment with led by Leilani Mitchell and Alex Delaney, and also Maddie Norris is having quite a game out this afternoon if you're just tuning in.
Yeah, she absolutely is, and as Cassidy McLean takes it to the ring, it's a great start to this quarter and this half for the Aces.
The Aces need to come out, and I'm sure they would have spoken about it at half time to get some stops and you know, get some points on the board as Sarah Schicker helps herself to an easy 2 points. And we introduced it at the start of the game, of course. If you have been
great cut.
Loz Nicholson, a nice cheeky 2 points, but of course we are keeping, the reason why we do keep mentioning the score a lot is if you have been watching this tournament over the course of the weekend, there is the ELAM ending, so we'll explain that again. Maddie Norris for another 2. We'll go through that again just again before the fourth quarter for those that are, perhaps might be just tuning in for the first time as to how that ending might end. But the aim of the game is to get the margin as close together as possible. 3 minutes to go. It's a much bigger scoring focus, Christy, on for the Aces at the moment, which is really pleasing to see.
Yeah, you can see obviously Shelley Bates gone in and I think settled them down perhaps a bit offensively. We've come out, we've seen Courtney West get a great seal just then, right under the bucket quite easily too, and it got an easy 2. Prior to that we had another play that they went through, so I think they've gone through probably a bit of structure stuff at half time, and they've come out strong here at the second half. We just need to get a stop.
Yeah, most definitely, of course. We said at the top that, you know, these 2 teams, or all the teams for that fact, have only just come together on Friday, and the Aces had their first 2 games on Friday, played a semi-final yesterday, whereas the Storm at least have a bit more break between their games. So, you know, at any given chance, this isn't a regular situation where the teams have had weeks or months to prepare and it's a grand final. They've literally come together 48 hours ago, and Rachel Maynard helped herself to 2 points. And I really like the improved scoring focus from the Aces. It's not that they wouldn't want to put the ball in the hole, but equally their shots are dropping in this quarter, which makes it a lot easier for them.
As we've got Delaney attempting another 3, they're unsuccessful.
The Storm really have had the hot hand from the 3-point line, and that's really helped them forge their lead in the first quarter, in the first half, sorry.
So Michaela Donkin takes it to the ring. Mayapar, she's worked hard all game here. Just can't get them to drop, unfortunately, but she's worked hard all game for little reward at this stage. Great D there.
That really was great D as Donkins and Mayapar there come together to get a stop as Donkins takes it hard, and the pocket is picked by Schicker and Leilani Mitchell there.
Yeah, and I think good foul and a bit of experience shown by Loz Nicholson there. She knew she had to foul Leilani, otherwise it's probably an easy 2 for them down the other end. So
absolutely, and that's Lauren Nicholson's 3rd foul. I don't believe we've got too much of a foul trouble, but turnover there from Mitchell, and Dompkins collects the ball and comes off the foot, and right idea though, showed Mayapar there running hard with her, but just clipped the foot. The Aces will get the ball back from out of bounds.
There's Mayapar again for another 2. Follows up her shot, and she only gets 1 to drop. Hopefully that's a sign of things to come for her.
Bobbled around the ring just a little bit, but it dropped, and the lead just coming back 43 points to 36 as Courtney West hits the deck on.
Yeah, so they're getting the stops, and shots aren't dropping for Storm at the moment, so it's just a matter of the Aces just trying to get the score on the board down the other end. So it'll come.
And
but
they're chipping away. I mean, when you're behind by 10 plus points, it's not going to all be done in one possession. It certainly needs to chip away. So they're doing what they need to do. They're getting a stop one end, score down the other end, stop one end, score down the other end. So 4.5 minutes left to play in this third quarter. We're halfway through the quarter already. Of course, we are only playing 8-minute quarters here today. So time is absolutely flying by.
Strong board there by Cassidy. I suppose, Rach, as well, for a lot of these girls, there'll be some exposure for those that aren't in the WNBL program or with a team as yet, possibly to get some exposure.
Absolutely. Of course, we're very grateful to be bringing you this live stream here to everyone tune in. And it really is. And I think that, you know, no matter what level some of these athletes are currently playing at, you do naturally step up and rise to the level that you are playing at. So, you know, when players do have teams have the likes of, you know, the Storm, they've got Leilani Mitchell, but also, you know, Alex Delaney is a National League player as well, and you naturally rise to the challenge of your teammates, but also your opponents.
So see Storm on a fast break here. Aces have done well to bring it back, and that's Lauren Nicholson's fourth, which is not ideal, I suppose, for the Aces in their attempt to come back, as we see her take a seat based on that fourth foul.
Yeah, that one hurts. It's a fourth foul, and so much to play for still. But just under 4 minutes to play, and Jazz Forcadilla will hit the court again. And we've got a timeout now, and we'll just take a quick break. But we'll be back in just a short moment.
Oh, these new hoist recliners are pretty comfy, hey.
Yeah, I feel like I'm floating on a cloud.
I feel like I'm resting my feet on a panda's belly.
I feel like I am a panda's belly.
I feel like an alien swaddled in a blanket.
I feel like I'm being held by King Kong's leathery hand.
Well, I feel like the song More Than a Feeling was written about this feeling that I'm feeling right now.
Same.
Extra comfy recliners are the new normal at Hoyts. Book now.
Alrighty, we're back to some third quarter action here, and the Storm currently in the lead. The Storm is the team in the teal in the lead, 43 points to 36. And if you've just joined us, Lauren Nicholson for the Aces has just collected her fourth foul, so presumably she'll sit for the remainder of this quarter, that's for sure. And it will remain to be seen when Coach Shelley Bates will get her back in the action, but hopefully she's not sat for too long. But at the same time, the Aces need to find a way to still keep the scoreboard ticking over, and Forcadilla takes it hard to the rack and will make her way to the free throw line.
Yeah, Rachel, it'll be interesting to see who steps up in Nicholson's absence. Who's your money on if you're a betting woman to put their hand up and say, I'll steer this ship?
Gamble responsibly.
Always.
Look, I think Jazz Forcadilla this year suited up in the Waratah League in New South Wales here, and she's certainly got the ability to pump on some points. For those viewers watching, will remember she had 30 points in the semi-final, so she's certainly got the ability to. Same with McLean, Donkins, all players in the court currently certainly have the ability to pile on the points, but they really just need to, as they collect another stop, they just need to be, often it's just just playing general basketball. They just need to stop the other team from scoring and put points on the board themselves. So generally the rules in basketball is whoever has the most points at the end of the game wins. So.
Funny that, as Leilani gets some much needed points for the Storm. It's been a while since they've got got a bucket as Michaela comes down the other end for the reply.
And that was a good drive there from Donkins, but no foul forthcoming. I do love watching Shelley Bates coach. She's very animated as a player and now as a coach as well. I just heard her yell out travel. So she saw something that the three officials in pink didn't see. So maybe she's just gently reminding them just to keep an eye out for all things.
Yeah, just a gentle reminder, I think, there from Shelley Bates.
Absolutely. As Calvin comes back on the court for Rach Mampire there for the Aces. Perhaps just catching your breath before the last quarter. There's 2 minutes left to play and an 8-point lead here.
Just another reminder there as big...
Pushes the lead back out to 11. And,
yeah, that hurts a bit.
It certainly does. It's actually not bad D from the Aces.
Yeah.
Domkins, I can't get the words out. Domkins takes it hard to the rack, and another foul there on Delaney, as you can see. That's her third personal foul. I think compared to what we've seen over the weekend, this game certainly has been called a little tighter, and foul play certainly coming, foul trouble certainly, not foul play, foul trouble is certainly coming to play, but Domkins hits the first. We never like to see players foul out and get omitted from the match.
No, not at all.
Nice hustle there from Courtney West.
They just really can't get it to drop the Aces at the moment. Strong rebound and take again there by Michaela.
But that's just what the Aces need to do. They just need to hustle and scrap and put that 2 points on this opportunity down to Courtney West, as she just saves the ball from going out of bounds. As fatigue does start to set in here, and the players just need to get a little more legs under their shot. Shots are starting to fall a little short, so they just need to bend their knees. And
as Michaela's listening to you, she knocks that one down. I'm sure she will appreciate those tips from you.
But Captain Obvious here, but just get a little more legs under their shot.
Yeah, look, they're in the foul trouble here, Storm as well, so Aces will continue to look to take it to the bucket, you'd think, in the next minute and a half.
Yeah, good observation. They're 5-2s with that. They're Storm in the bonus, so...
Big three here, off the backboard.
I hope she called back because someone hits the backboard and dropped in for three, and that hurts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you played decent defense, and that's what the backboard's there for, right?
For Adilla, hard to the bucket again, and lovely little two there for Courtney West.
That's what they need, is just bringing that lead back to 9 points. Whitber again. The Storm are doing a really good job on the offensive boards.
You need to come up with that board.
It's board and three, board and three, but the Ace is really lucky to escape that possession because
that would have been big for the Aces if had that dropped. Surely they'll get the last possession here, which is obviously what Cassidy McLean's taken control of. Be handy to finish with a score here. Unlucky.
Unlucky there. That was the foul assessment Jazz Corcadillo. She was just wanting to contest the ball and try and keep the ball alive, but official Hayley Cole will found a foul, and as the Aces aren't in the bonus yet, it's Storm ball from the opposite end baseline. But they will get the last shot with the point.
Yeah.
8 seconds. Nice D there from Courtney West.
Oh, good hand there. Yeah.
That is a good hand, and nice deflection there to stop the 3 point there from Leilani Mitchell. But that is 3/4 time, and it's a 9-point lead to the Storm, and we'll be back in just a moment.
These new Hoist recliners are pretty comfy, hey.
Yeah, I feel like I'm floating on a cloud.
I feel like I'm resting my feet on a panda's belly.
I feel like I am a panda's belly.
I feel like an alien swaddled in a blanket.
I feel like I'm being held by King Kong's leathery hand.
Well, I feel like the song More Than a Feeling was written about this feeling that I'm feeling right now.
Same.
Extra comfy recliners are the new normal at Hoyts. Book now.
Welcome back. So we are approaching the fourth quarter of this Super Sunday Grand Final of the Shelley Gorman Invitational, and we're just going to take you through, for those that, if you've been watching all weekend, it'll be the last time that you hear us say it, or if it's your first time, welcome. So we are just going to take you through the new ending here. So at around the 3-minute mark, or the first net ball after the 3-minute mark, the clock will stop and they'll close. So I'll just shout it out. The clock will no longer be 7 points will be added to the leading team's final score, and we'll end up with the target score. We'll let you know what that is at the 3-minute mark. However, all that you need to know is that for the last 3 minutes there'll be no clock in play, and we'll be playing towards a target score rather than our traditional ending of the game. Don't worry, we're here this afternoon to help you through it, and we'll get through it all together.
Thank God, because you'll have to help me through it too. But no, looking forward to that. The ending, that'd be great for something different.
It is, and do you know what else is different this afternoon? The prize. We're not just playing for a shiny trophy. So the teams this afternoon, this Shelley Gorman Invitational, they're playing for $10,000, and the runners-up are playing will receive $5,000.
Yeah. It doesn't.
Not $5, $5,000.
Plenty of incentive there, and I mean, some of these girls would have not earned $1 playing basketball, so.
No, it is really nice. It's nice that there is something to play for.
Courtney West, a great start for the Aces this quarter with that too.
And Loz Nicholson is back on the floor, living dangerously on 4 fouls, but the other professional, I'm sure, won't face it. A bit of a foul right there on, it wasn't a bit of a foul, it was a foul.
Yeah.
On Courtney West, and perhaps not much in it, but Sarah Schicker is heading to the line for just one free throw. On the other end, that was a great little left-hand drive there from Sarah Schicker, and she'll hope to make this a 3-point play, and absolutely doesn't.
Absolutely doesn't, thanks to the Aces' delight.
Yeah. So, of course, we're keeping an eye on the score here as we do, and even if the Aces, they don't need to be leading. They don't need to be leading with 3 minutes to go, but they certainly want to get as close as they can, because at the 3-minute mark,
Maddie Norris, huge.
Goodness me. If she's having her way and her say about it, that this will certainly be, of course in the Storm, they want to keep this lead as big as they can, so that once the clock's turned off, that it's the race to 7. So, it's a bit of a, rather than just playing to the end of the game and having you winner at the end of the game, it certainly makes it more exciting.
Yeah, as Alex Delaney takes a seat with her 4th for the game.
Interesting.
But yeah, you're right, the Aces probably want to keep it in single digits if you had a choice.
Good block there from Sarah Schicker. Stuffs it back. I like it. That was very smooth.
It was effortless. As Storm come down the other end. Great pass there by Leilani. Down to Simons. I don't think Aces picked her up at all. They didn't know she was hiding back in that corner.
Yeah, Courtney West third foul there. I can't help but think that shot there, that was a really difficult shot there for Emily Simons. If Courtney West just used her length there, just to make it a really tough shot to shoot over the top of her, rather than fouling.
Body contact.
Because they're just giving her an extra 2 points for free.
Yep. She makes the most of them. So we're 12 points difference here, Rach.
6 minutes to play in this fourth quarter of the Shelley Gorman Invitational here. It's Courtney West from the top of the D. Gets her own rebound.
Oh, great pass. Great
I
look.
like those little quick passes. And the easiest 2 points Jazz Forcadillo will probably get all afternoon, but good heads up play. As is that, as double team comes as Whitler takes the three. Sarah Schicker's not sure what that foul was called for, but that was a great block out there from Lauren Nickerson. And,
Yeah.
Sarah Schicker perhaps just used her length over the top, and the referee did find an over the back foul, and that is her third foul for the afternoon.
And more importantly, a stop for the Aces.
This is very true. The Aces at the moment just being a little too generous with the ball instead of just being a little bit more selfish. But generally what you do like to see, but someone just needs to step up and actually just take the shot.
Again, making it look effortless. Completely effortless. A little pull-up jumper there by Loz Nicholson.
Yeah, and the lead's only back to 8 points. But what they do need to do is just be a little bit more assertive and aggressive with what they're doing and have a bit more intent and shoot with certainty. If there's ever any doubt, that's when they've got those shots that are going to come up short. But another foul here down the Storm's end, and that's 3 fouls in 3 minutes for the Aces. So they want to try and keep their hands out so they don't head to bonus town too early.
Yes.
Of course, we did see in the 2 games yesterday that both teams were in the bonus. So both games, Christy, ended in the Elam ending with free throws. Now, I'm sure how we want to see today end is, nice 2-point shot there from Donkins, but we want to see a $10,000 ending here today.
Yeah, we do.
We're really close at the end.
Yep.
And then someone hits a 3-pointer or something like that. That would be totally fitting for this tournament. But we'll wait and see. Courtney West overcooks it there, and the Storm back down to the Aces and Simons, and gets another 2 points.
You wouldn't like to be having that last free throw in this game if it went down to that for $10,000, would you? Or would you, Rach? Would you back yourself?
Of course. Would you?
No, absolutely not.
I'll just do whatever my team needs me to do.
Oh, that's...
If I step to the line for $10,000, I'll step to the line for $10,000.
You're the team player. Always the team player. Team first.
I'd probably be on the bench.
As we get another 3 attempt from the corner, unsuccessful there for the Aces. Still a 9-point margin, so definitely in touch here.
They need to get busy, but they've got 46 seconds to try and bridge this gap, and the Storm are going to have a quick chat about it because they'll want to keep their foot on the pedal here and not let the Aces get too close, as we're going to have a quick break here and regather our thoughts also.
These new Hoist recliners are pretty comfy, hey.
Yeah, I feel like I'm floating on a cloud.
I feel like I'm resting my feet on a panda's belly.
I feel like I am a panda's belly.
I feel like an alien swaddled in a blanket.
I feel like I'm being held by King Kong's leathery hand.
Well, I feel like the song More Than a Feeling was written about this feeling that I'm feeling right now.
Same.
Extra comfy recliners are the new normal at Hoyts. Book now.
will be this Elam ending, and I'm sure we're going to get very excited for our $10,000 winners this afternoon. Quick shout out to all the volunteers that are on hand here this afternoon and everyone that's made this tournament possible the last 3 days. The coaches, the officials, the bench staff, and a shout out to Tommy Garlick for making this all happen, and of course our sponsors. So thanks to everyone that's made this possible with Hoyts. So customer claim to 3. I'm sure you've seen a few times during this coverage alone those beautiful recliner chairs. I know I'll be there probably this afternoon.
Yes.
Big time player Leilani Mitchell steps up and shoots that nice 2. And
great board
from Nicholson. The Aces just can't get it going from the 3-point line, and they're just trying to get anything happening.
There we go.
2 points will
Finally,
2 points is fine.
take what you can get.
We're watching the clock, so it effectively will be the next dead ball. After this, we're at 3 minutes now, so we'll keep playing until we get a dead ball situation. As the Storm... Oh, my God! Huge! That really hurts. And so we have a dead ball situation. The mastermind, Tommy Garlick. So our clock will stop. So you'll notice in the top right-hand corner of your screen has gone to 20. We don't have 20 minutes, so maybe we do. So our target score is 73 at the moment. So the first team from here on in that gets to 73 will win the $10,000.
Yeah, it looks a long way for the Aces, but done the right thing with that first bucket.
Stranger things are happening. So
yeah,
the Aces really need to tune in now.
Oh, Maddie and Norris.
Gosh!
Lucky.
It doesn't go there.
I think Race just nearly fell off a chair there. That's a great take.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm not sure if you can tell.
No, I can't tell at all. It's the money period at the moment. This could go for 20 minutes or this could go for 5 minutes. But if you're going to leave Maddie Norris open at the 3-point line, it may not go for too much longer, I think.
No, you're not wrong. But normally they call the third quarter money time. But I think the fourth quarter in this game is actually called money time because there's cash on the line.
Yeah,
anyway,
true.
We'll just, Nicholson, 3-point late, reduces the lead to 7, but basically, so those that you can see on your screen there, we're playing the first team to 73. So disregard, we don't have 18 minutes, but whatever it takes, if it takes 18 minutes or more, we'll get there. That shot misses there from Leilani Mitchell. Of course, the pressure's also on the Storm here. They've just got to get 7 points. They're closer to that target than the Aces are.
There we go. Another strong take to the bucket.
Yeah, absolutely. But, the Aces, they've just got to play literally possession by possession. One stop, one score, one stop, one score. But
easier said than done, perhaps, Rach?
Yeah, but the Storm are in the driver's seat. They've only just got to get 7 points. But you're right. Much easier sitting in the top level here. Whack, whack, whack. Lauren Nicholson hits the first. Reduces the lead to 6. Now we do just go a little quiet while they're on the free throw line because the whole stadium is silent. And the last thing that Nicholson needs is my booting voice out to put her off because I'm not willing to wear that. Not for $10,000.
The Aces have really stepped up here. Got no choice really, they have to. I got a touch.
Yeah.
Here we go.
No, but, yes, we talked about the catch, but it's also bragging rights, right? It's Domkins from 3. Unlucky.
Oh, unlucky with there.
Now, let's not mention that even though there's Delaney.
Oh, Delaney, huge.
Talk about big-time players, hey? The thing is here, though, Christy, is that even though we could play for whatever it takes, right, these players, it's their 4th game in 48 hours.
Yeah,
tired bodies,
fatigue.
tired minds.
Yep.
Who's going to step up? We've seen Alex Delaney here. They've just got to get 4 points to go as the shot clock's winding down. risky play there from Lauren Nicholson. Of course, she's on 4 fouls.
Delaney for another 3. Oh, huge! Huge!
Alex Delaney.
Dear. Just like that, there's 6 points.
Absolutely. They only need 1 more point.
72.
Post Shelley Bates has called a timeout here. And so, of course, if you've just tuned in, I'm not sure where you've been this Sunday afternoon, but welcome. But we have just got now the ELAM ending, as you can see on your screen. The clock is winding down. No, we're not playing the running clock. We are playing the ELAM ending. So the set target at 3 minutes was 73. So the Storm, in their wearing the teal, only need 1 more point. Now the Aces, they need 12. So they need to come and get out here. Coach Shelley Bates is probably saying, guys, let's just throw caution to the wind and we just need to get 5 stops and 5 scores and then bring it back. But it certainly makes for an exciting end of the game. But Alex Delaney stands up.
Oh, huge. Huge. We've seen Maddie Norris all day out there putting them away, but Maddie Norris steps up at the end. Delaney steps up at the end there and
sure does.
2 huge buckets.
Yeah. Look, we don't need to be rocket science to say here that the Aces really do need to get a score here. As they look for Nicholson over the top.
Nice little put back there.
West.
Okay, West. Any point will do. Yeah, that's fine.
By 2s. That's
slow and steady.
Now the Aces, I mean, they didn't want to foul, but we'd hate to see this to end on.
Oh, this will be a finish.
Oh, good rebound.
There's your first stop, Rach. First of 5.
And that's, now it is worth noting that is now the Storm's 15th foul.
Into the bonus.
So they are in bonus town. And for every foul the Storm now commit, they are going to the free throw line, which it's 2 points with the opportunity.
Opportunity for the 2, yeah, absolutely. As you said, if you're just going to do it by 2s, that's fine. As long as you get the stops there.
Which is the $10,000.
Absolutely. Some say it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, Rach.
Look, we've been playing 6 minutes of extra time here.
Yeah, that's a great point.
That part, the rebound, just absolutely took Lauren Nicholson's head off. But that was a bit of a party trick from Rachel.
Oh, we're on here. Layup.
Is it a layup? Shelley Gorman Invitational winners. They were the first to 73 points, and of course, they've just won $10,000.
Huge.
Andrew, keep on deal on no deal.
Deal or no deal? No, that's fantastic. And great reward for Gail Henderson and her team.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, what a game from the Aces, and they don't go home empty-handed either. So they've just won themselves a couple of dollars each, with the team taking home $5,000 plus. Wonderful. So we're just going to take a break here, gather our thoughts, and we'll be back in just a moment, and we'll bring all the action of the presentation to you in just a moment.
These new hoist recliners are pretty comfy, hey.
Yeah, I feel like I'm floating on a cloud.
I feel like I'm resting my feet on a panda's belly.
I feel like I am a panda's belly.
I feel like an alien swaddled in a blanket.
I feel like I'm being held by King Kong's leathery hand.
Well, I feel like the song More Than a Feeling was written about this feeling that I'm feeling right now.
Same.
Extra comfy recliners are the new normal at Hoyts. Book now.
Basketball's everything to me, and I didn't know anything else. So I made my first junior Australian team when I was 15, so I was already entrenched in basketball, and I just wanted to be the best player that I could. And I was lucky enough to play overseas, so there was always something exciting to look forward to, and I just had that passion in me. the 96 Olympics where we won the bronze medal. So the first medal basketball had ever won at an Olympics was incredible. Everything, it's the lead up to getting there, and then actually standing on the dais was amazing. And then in 2000, because I'd been dropped from the team 2 years previously, I had to fight so hard to get back on the team. So just to make that was an absolute highlight. The competition, so looking forward to it, to seeing players just being able to play and enjoy the game and just bring their best. I think it's going to be really exciting because even though the players know each other, a lot of them, they haven't played together. So it's going to be great to see how they play individually, but also play together as a team and how they put it all together. Yeah, it's an absolute honour to have the tournament named after me. I think the tournament is about the players, it's about the athletes and them just being able to do what they do best and enjoy the competition. And for me to play a small part in that, and if I can help them in any way be better, then that's just super exciting for me.
Invitational, the Storm, everyone.
Alrighty, so if you just joined in on your channel, Shelley Gorman has presented the check to the Storm for $10,000, and I'm not sure if they can cut that up 10 ways, if they can take it to the bank, but but how awesome, and again we thank everyone that's put this tournament together, and Tommy Garland doesn't like the attention, but the mastermind behind this, and of course thanks to Hoyts for making it all possible, but also to the players, you know, it has been a bit of a rough year, and it's certainly a great opportunity for the players to all come together and play some great basketball over the last 3 days, of course, on Friday night, yesterday and today, and we certainly hope the tournament does make a return next year, as we can see on screen that Shelley Gorman is sharing her words of wisdom to the winning team, and perhaps she's saying, well, that's how I would have played too.
Yeah, exactly. Or perhaps saying, I wish there was something like this back when I was playing.
Absolutely.
But yeah, no, $1,000 for obviously each of those girls for their weekend's effort is pretty good reward, you would say, and a fantastic initiative again, as we said, by Tom Garlip, and also Sydney Uni for holding the tournament. Yeah, having the girls in here today, which is obviously a hard feat in itself, but there's probably no better venue in Sydney to host a basketball tournament. So to all the sponsors and Tom, great initiative, great idea. A lot of people got right behind it, and hopefully it's something that continues for years to come.
Absolutely, and happy smiles, and I'm sure there'll be lots of ice baths tonight for all the players who have just played 4 games in 24 hours. So happy faces all round.
Hopefully we might see a few of the faces pop up throughout the WNBL season.
Absolutely.
It's coming up. I mean, no doubt we will see quite a few of them, but
yeah, WNBL season, and those, of course, before that will go on to play NBL 1 and the Waratah 1 competition here in New South Wales. But what a lovely weekend that it certainly has been, and it's been our pleasure to bring the games to you. And we're about to see the giant novelty check from Hoyt.
Yeah, the second one we've got here.
We passed on to the winners, the runners-up, sorry.
Yeah, the runners-up.
Second winners. The runners-up for this afternoon.
Shelley Bates and her girls getting the $5,000 still.
Hey,
it's better than nothing, is it?
Better than a shiny trophy.
Absolutely. Something else to add to the mantelpiece.
Or a towel.
A towel.
What's a towel? What other things do you normally get?
A cup.
A cup, a mug,
a pen.
Wine glasses, a pen.
Yeah.
All those other novelty gifts. So it's something that they can maybe go have a nice meal together this afternoon and reminisce on what has been a nice weekend, or maybe they'll just treat themselves to something nice, a massage perhaps, or...
It's a gorgeous day out in Sydney, so no doubt they'll go out and enjoy the afternoon ahead and spend their winnings.
Spend it wisely.
Spend it wisely. I know we didn't keep any stats throughout that game, Rach, but who do you think was the highest point scorer?
It's going to be either, it's either going to be Maddie Norris. She chimed in with number 3.
Yeah, yep.
Alex Elam Delaney will now be her name. She really stood up. Leilani Mitchell, though, always has a way of quietly going about her business. So. Well, Christy, that's it from us. We're just seeing them gather nicely, form around the novelty shed. Lots of happy faces, but it's certainly been our pleasure to bring you this game also over the weekend. Thanks, Christy, for joining me.
No, thank you, Rachel. It's been a pleasure. Great job this weekend.
Thank you. Thanks for